Welcome to Acoustic Afternoons. Why not take a break? Find a comfy chair, pour yourself a coffee, and let the music from today's singer take you away.
O blood Ceres, quota nogire, Tiroler parire, de fresche verdire, que derati fe. Divien labore di jeune pasteur, la reconnaissance bénit l'abondance, bénit l'abondance que tu leur promets, que tu leur promets. Au blanc de Ceres, quand on tu roller parire, de fraîche verdure, que tu fais, que tu fais. Le timide oiseau, le folâtre agneau, des vents de la plaine, l'océan valène, l'océan valène, l'océan valène, chante, chante tes bienfaits. Féconde Ceres, qu'on enogire, tu roller parire, de fraîche verdure, que derati fait, que derati fait, que derati fait, que derati
Good afternoon, Josh Lovell. Welcome to Acoustic Afternoons.
Hi, Rebecca. Thanks you for having me. Good morning for you.
Yes, very early morning for me, sort of supper time for you. I'm going to start by asking you, people know that I have created this backdrop so that everyone can take a look at the skyline out here by Dallas Road in Victoria, but perhaps you could explain your backdrop you've chosen?
So today is May the 4th, so I have to say this and start by saying, May the 4th be with you. I'm a big Star Wars nerd, and so I just love everything Star Wars. I have ever since I was a little boy. I remember the first times I saw the original movies with my family, and I just totally fell in love with that universe, and I've still kept up with it since. It's one of my dorky interests on the side. But so this past Christmas, I was in Disney World with my girlfriend and her siblings, and she's in Miami, Florida, so we went up to Orlando, and then we went for 3 days. And in one of those days, we spent the entire day in the new Star Wars world, Galaxy's Edge. And there was this big, long ride that took hours and hours to get into. And this was a point that happens in the ride. You actually get captured by the First Order. And then we all had to walk in front of this mass array of stormtroopers. And so I couldn't help but take out my phone.
It's quite wonderful. So May the 4th be with you as well. Even though people will see this on the 8th, that's when it will debut. It's lovely to celebrate that we're speaking on the 4th. But you're not, of course, in the United States or at Disneyland or Disney World. Where are you in the world?
Well, I'm actually there. I'm in Vienna.
Yes, you are in Vienna. Thank you for finding us a nice picture of the Staatsoper.
Yeah, so this is just right out. This is just outside. What would this be? The south side or the east side, I believe, of the Staatsoper. And so, yeah, I'm all the way here in Wien, Österreich, Vienna, Austria.
So how long have you been living in Vienna?
Got my apartment in July, and I've been shipping some things over because I was in Salzburg singing at the Salzburger Festspiele this summer. But I officially started living here as of August 25th at about 4 p.m., and I had my first rehearsal for Benjamin Britten's A Midsummer Night's Dream at 10 a.m. on the 26th.
Wow, that's amazing.
So I've been living here as of then, and it was just go, go, go.
And now, of course, it's all stop, stop, stop. What's it like to be in Vienna during a COVID-19 pandemic?
It's so strange. So Vienna, as like this season, I think, from the little bit of research I've done, I think it was the busiest opera season in the world, if I'm not mistaken. I think they had around 55 operas this year. It might have been 55, including the ballets as well, but it was a huge season. It would be very odd to see a day off in a month, not even a week, but like in a month. And so I was always just going nonstop. Something would end, and then the next thing would begin, or it would overlap. I think there was at one point where I was prepping 4 or 5 shows at the same time. I was singing in one, covering in 2, prepping another 2 or 1. And so it was so much that was all going on. So now to have nothing, it's very, very strange. It's nice, but also very, very weird. As of today, I think it's been just about 7 weeks or just over 7 weeks since I've seen anyone face to face. And so it's given me a lot of time to do other things, but it is really strange.
So you are living by yourself, right? Because your girlfriend is back in the US. So how are you filling your time?
Reading a little bit, watching a lot of Netflix, playing a lot of video games. Those are things that are great, because one thing I love there's great shows that have come up on Netflix recently, and been watching those just to delve into that. But playing video games with friends has been great because I can then socialize with them over the internet and still make connections and have that contact. Been playing board games and such with friends over FaceTime and Skype, and then also just going for long walks when I can. I've been trying not to, in the beginning I wasn't walking so much because I was definitely trying to just go outside only for necessities. But now that things are starting to get better and there's fewer and fewer cases, now it's been trying to get out more, get more vitamin D, working out at home as well. So just, it's kind of a little bit of anything. Like if it's cooking, and trying to make new recipes. It's just a smorgasbord of all these different things I can do to fill the time. So it's amazing before how much time I was spending to learning new music, working on languages, all of that work. There still is that happening. I'm still practicing. I'm still taking lessons over Skype, but not being in the productions themselves, there's now so much time.
Now, I know from your online presence that you've also been serenading your neighbors. I've really been enjoying the fact that so many of my friends and colleagues have found different ways to musically express themselves online, often in kitchens and living rooms, but I have not seen as many people hanging out their windows. So tell me about your online adventures singing for neighbors.
Well, I was motivated right as soon as the Staatsoper closed and they announced it. I think I saw 2 or 3 colleagues of mine who were also in the ensemble here at the Staatsoper singing for their neighbors. And funny enough, in one of the videos, this beautiful tenor was singing, and then one of his neighbors was saying, "Ruhe, Ruhe," like just be quiet. And I thought that was a little bit funny, and it made the video quite humorous. But so I took on the same idea because, I mean, all these people you're seeing online, we're creative people, and the creativity will come out in one way or another, whether it's cooking or whether it's painting. Like so many of my colleagues and friends online have found anything they can to be creative. And so I love singing. It's a great thing for my mental health, and it's very relaxing, and I love practicing. And so I thought, why not share some of the things I've been working on and just also give to my neighbors. I can show you very quickly.
Yes, please.
Let me see if I can turn this around and it doesn't give the back. Well, no, it's still giving the background. So I'm going to turn this off. But so this is my little like neighborhood there. And so I'm very close. I wonder if I can show you where the Stephansdom is. If you can see.
Oh, yes, I can. Oh my goodness. Oh,
but so this is,
I've been there.
So this is my area where I live. And so it's a great spot to be. And so I can sing into this little alcove here where all of my neighbors are. And so they open up their windows and they get to listen. And so there's now a little bit of a reputation. So people start to know when it's happening. But the whole idea of it came about was, you know, Vienna is a little bit of an epicenter for music, and it has been for centuries. So everyone here is feeling it. Seeing every single show was almost sold out at the Staatsoper, not to mention on Theater an der Wien and the Wiener Philharmoniker. There's so much art happening, so it's such a blow to the city. And so I thought, let me do my part and try to keep spirits alive and share and just give back to everyone here. And they seem to be enjoying it, which is nice. No one has said hula to me when I'm singing.
Well, having seen your Instagram post, I would not yell Rua either, because it's quite beautiful. And the other thing you posted, which is quite a lot of fun, is, let me see, I wrote it down. It's the La Speranza Challenge. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? Because we'll share that as well with people.
Well, that came about. There is an American tenor that posted a video online, and he just put the hashtag like the La Speranza Challenge, and Speranza in Italian means hope, and so like La Speranza, the hope. And so it was a great idea to say, guys, let's find a way to stay connected, to get through this together. Let's hope for the best, and let's keep giving to one another. And so he created this video, and so I saw people's how they were doing it. And with most people, a lot of the tenors were trying just to hold the C as long as they could. And I thought, what's one way to do this and make it fun? I want to try to make it just over the top and funny. And so then I thought, well, why don't I string together a bunch of clips? And it was a little long. I think I'd planned originally to do it about like 30 seconds. And I think it came out on like 50 seconds, but it was just, as the ideas kept coming forth, I was like, oh my gosh, I could try to still like hum a C when I'm eating cereal, or oh, I could do it when I'm reading, or oh, I could show my video games or do yoga, which I've also been practicing. So that's kind of how it came about, was I wanted to make a funny version, because there are videos like these TikTok videos or these Vine videos where people do similar things. And to be honest, I got a little bit of inspiration from one one Vine video that I saw years ago. And I randomly thought about it. There's a character, and he said, I'm going to get my homework done today. And he holds the word today, and it's all these different clips, like him eating, him like napping, him reading, him watching TV, him playing video games, and all these things. And then the last scene is him in bed, and he says, tomorrow. And I thought, oh, okay, that's something I could do.
It's really, really fun. So we encourage people to check that out. It's great because we kind of all need a laugh at this point. We need the uplift.
Exactly.
Yeah. And speaking of being uplifted, I know we're looking forward to seeing you in the season upcoming. Yes, when will we see you next?
I'm so
Josh?
excited. It'll be in April. I was just trying to remember. I was like, wait, when is that on the top of my head? So much next season, if everything still stays open. But it'll be in April, so I get there mid-March. And then it'll be for Mozart's Don Giovanni. And I believe that's the last opera of the season. But I'm just so excited to be there. This has been something that I've been trying to plan with Timothy and the company for a while. I had been away, and it's been so long since I've been there. And now I'm just so excited to come back because this is a role I love. I've sung it before. And in fact, actually, this season, it was in December when I was in Vancouver and I was singing the Mozart Requiem. And then the day I came back, I got a phone call saying, the tenor needs to step out for Giovanni. Can you please come in? We'd like to hear you and just see if you can sing a show. And then they heard me and they said, oh my gosh, can you please take over the rest of the run? And so I was very, very happy and very excited. And I went, oh, this is amazing. So the fact that now I get to share this role here, it's a role I've known for years. I've been singing the aria for a long time. I think actually, in fact, it would have been my first or my second chorus audition when I was singing and re-auditioning for the chorus. It would have been, I think I sang Dalla sua pace. So now it has a strong connection with POV there too.
Well, that's really exciting. I know we're all looking forward to having you here.
I'm so excited.
And you're having sort of the dream career moments, right? All those wonderful happenings of stepping in for people and great opportunities. And
yeah,
it's thrilling. I'm so happy for you. It's
Thank
really
you.
great to see this. Do you have a sense of what you're going to sing for us?
Yes. So I'm going to be singing an aria from Les Troyens. So it's an opera by Berlioz. And the aria is called Oblong de Ceres. And to give a short sum up of what is happening, it's essentially the story of Dido and Aeneas, but now stretched over a very long period of time and not the Purcell version. And so everything is kind of falling around Dido and she's getting stressed. And so she just says, please sing a song for me. And that's where I come out singing Oblong de Ceres. It's a song of comfort, a song of hope. And so I thought, what better thing to sing right now than that? And just to hear the beautiful music. And so that's what I'll be singing for everyone here.
That's a wonderful selection. And I'm all for hope at this point. Hope and comfort is, apart from just eating a lot of macaroni and cheese, it will be nice to have.
Oh my gosh, right?
Too.
I have perfected my homemade mac and cheese recipe. Cheddar, mozza, and Swiss. It's so good. This will be an interesting thing that a lot of people don't know this, but Canadians consume more macaroni and cheese per capita than anywhere in the world.
I love that you know that.
I know, right? I read that a couple years ago, and that was the moment I am Canadian. Yes.
It's your gift to Vienna.
One of it.
Towards whatever, macaroni and cheese. Let's talk.
Right? Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for sharing a song with everyone. It's been really a delight to catch up with you, and we will look forward to seeing you here next April.
Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for having me. Everyone in Victoria, we'll get through this all together, but please keep your hopes up. But Rebecca, POV, thank you so much for having me, and I cannot wait to be back in Victoria.